Hey there, my name is Kate Marie Davis. Thank you so much for taking the time and interest to ask me these questions about my little Batgirl mission. So without further ado, I'm going to start answering your questions for you. What would you bring to the part of Batgirl? Part of Batgirl, I would like to bring I'd like a kind of gritty edge, lots of sass, lots of sarcasm, something I absolutely loved about Von Craig's version. I would like to bring some kind of tough physical fitness to the role. I love keeping fit, I love kicking butt, I'm combat trained, and I would love to bring that to the role. Let's really give people a butt-kicking Batgirl. That would be awesome. As a big fan of the comics, are you a big fan of the comics? Which is your favourite strip? I'm not a big comic person, okay? I used to enjoy reading the odd graphic novel growing up, but I would say that my thing is more video games. I love video games. I'm a big fan of the Arkham Batman games. So those are something that I'm a little bit more drawn to. And I absolutely love the way they put Batgirl into it. She just is perfect in that. That's exactly the kind of version of Batgirl I'm interested in. So I may not be a comic book lover, but I certainly think I've got my geek wings because I am a mega gamer. Happy to chat about video games till the cows come home. Who's your favourite on-screen Batgirl? It will have to be Von Craig. I just think she is awesome. She was so sassy and so very beautiful, but very, yeah, she's kind of cocky, and I liked that. She would always turn up and just assume she had everything in control. And she didn't always, you know, she occasionally messed up, but she was brilliant. And she was a very, very good match for the on-screen heroes, you know. Yeah, she's my fave. I take it you'd like to work alongside the great Ben Affleck. Of course, why not? I mean, he's incredible. He's a brilliant, brilliant actor. But he always strikes me as being a really nice guy too. And he seems evidently deeply, deeply passionate about the industry, about creating opportunities for himself and for other people. My kind of actor, and yeah, of course it'd be an absolute honour to work with him. I think his version of Batman's amazing as well, so yeah, 100%. Would you like your show to be dark and gritty, full-on superhero action, with big bold colours, or both? Great question. I would like it to go either way. I think because it's Joss Whedon, there's part of me that thinks, oh, wouldn't it be wonderful if it was a bit like Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Because I loved that show growing up. I loved the kind of sarcasm, and it touched on some very serious stuff, but it also had a playful teen vibe to it, which I think was wonderful. So that's one direction it could go, which would be fantastic. The other, the gritty thing, I also love. I'm a big fan of gritty stuff. I mean, I make a lot of horror at the moment. Horror, thriller, sci-fi, quite dark stuff. I like gritty. I like scary. I like gory. So I'd like to go down that route as well. I mean, stuff like, you know, The Dark Knight and everything. I loved how edgy that was. So that would be an incredible direction for it to go as well. Who knows at the moment, but both would be fantastic. Did you watch a lot of the original Batman TV series growing up? Yes, I did. Yeah, it was wonderful. It was great. It was so... it was just so innocent, you know. It's very theatrical in style, and I loved how you pretty much knew everything that was going to happen every episode, but you still just wanted to watch it play out. And the characters were just so cute and endearing, and I loved all the whole POW thing, you know, exploding on the screen whenever things went on. So yeah, it's a very fun childhood memory of that. I'd love to see a Batgirl TV series, maybe on Netflix. What would you like to do with her character every week? I love questions like this, you see, because I love working in things like series. I'm very blessed that I've worked in 2 seasons of a web series called Horizon, and that took 2 years pretty much out of my life to play one character. And that's what I loved about it, because if you play in a series, you get to take that character on this great big long story, this great big journey, and you get to do different things with them all the time. And what I think would be the best, you know, in particular, let's talk about Batgirl, you could show so many different sides to her. You could have, you know, the audience make an assumption about her one week, and then you could explore a little bit more about her backstory, or, you know, can go off on a tangent and they can completely change the way they feel about her. And she would get a chance to work alongside other characters. So you'd see that dynamic and everything. So yeah, it'd be brilliant. Which villains and allies would you like to see? Villains, big fan of the Joker. But a very, very big fan of Catwoman. I love Catwoman. I love Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. I love all the different ones, but Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman was amazing. Definitely my favourite villain. And I loved how she was a villain, but kind of nice, kind of flawed, very damaged. I love that kind of thing. So yeah, her, without a doubt. Allies, I don't know. I wouldn't want too many allies. I think it's kind of cool that, you know, on this occasion, Batgirl gets the chance to show that she's pretty sufficient in taking care of things on her own. But yeah, you know, we'll see. What do you think Batgirl... Why do you think Batgirl should appear in her own TV series? I think Batgirl should appear in her own TV series because it is incredibly important for there to be iconic, strong, butt-kicking, inspirational women on screen for young girls to aspire to. For example, I am so excited about the new Wonder Woman. I can't wait to see it. You know, it's nice to have these women as central characters and to do all this. And again, to go back to Buffy the Vampire Slayer, like growing up watching her, just, yeah, it fully inspired me. She was still cute and you know, high school kind of gorgeous, but she was totally badass. Can I say badass? But yeah, I just think it's important, you know, give girls more women to look up to that they want to be like, you know, women who don't necessarily need rescuing all the time and all that kind of stuff. Times are changing, and the best way to do that is to put stuff out on screen. So that's what I would like. Who would be the ultimate writers and directors team on the show? Wow. Again, that depends which direction you want to go. Joss Whedon being incredible. But I guess more personally, I'm very blessed that I am acquainted with the exceptional Neil Marshall. And I know when he directed some of the episodes of Game of Thrones, for example, they were absolute standout episodes. Super violent, super gory, really intense. And I'm a big fan of his work, so I will say him for now. I think that's all your questions, so thank you very much. It means a lot to me that you're taking the time to ask me this, so I appreciate it. And thank you to everybody who's supported me so far using social media to push for the things that I want. So it doesn't go unnoticed. Thanks again.